Hello and welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Utah's offense will go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Utes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star
talent and high school talent that can come in that, you know, they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rush is on him. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Hand off from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They go to the wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. The pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Got the quick pass. Bust through behind his pad. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Under fire. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got an open man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bobcats want to move quickly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll try to power it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That second down loss was not exactly what they had in mind. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 8. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Snatches it on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Utah! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Making side adjustments here. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
On the option. He'll pitch it. That might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From gun, the running back, looking for room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Utes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Jackson going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Utes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. On the run, deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Yarnell. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop.
Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on it.
And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Parker. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Pucks it out of the air, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Jackson will throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Look out, he's got room. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun. Give on the inside. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll run it again. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Sun Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Utes will kick it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with... Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Off-play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Parker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Pulls and fires complete. He's loose. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah!
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 28. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Jackson gonna throw it. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Sparks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Looking to pass. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day, but will carried away with that roughing penalty. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Snap from the gun on third down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Utes. Once he got some room, it was over.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
35. Texas State.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Jackson will throw. Here's a heat. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gonna run it. It's Burgess. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. A huge chunk play as he gets it. And the Bobcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around, too many guys not playing with great gap integrity, and the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem when trying to stop this running game.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jackson gonna throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best?
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. To the ground with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it will take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Texas State, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for space, it's Burgess. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Got a man. It's Barnett. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. On 30 short, the run and looking for the 1st down. That will be the final play as they make the stop and the